Well, a state mandate to stay at home has many people thinking about what's going to happen this Sunday, Easter, and how are they going to celebrate. We have Bishop Bart Pierce from Rock City Church joining us now to tell us how his congregation is getting it all done. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, Elsa.
This is really an unprecedented time, and especially right now, it's Holy Week. This week, it culminates in Easter Sunday. What are you telling your congregants about how to celebrate, and how are you helping them?
Well, a lot of different ways. We're very encouraged by the things that God is doing it right in the midst of this really trying time for so many people around the world, and especially here in the United States and in Maryland. And because what you said, it is Resurrection Sunday coming up for so many that'll celebrate it, want to celebrate it, even all over the world. And we've done a production called Living Proof. We're excited that we're going to be able to present that production with conjunction with WMAR Channel 2 right at 11 o'clock live.
Yes. You can see it right here. I was going to save that for the end, but I'm glad that you're telling people early because they need to mark their calendars. Your church is doing so much to help people during this time. You've got Rock City Academy as well. And I want you to remind people of how you're helping the first responders and people on the front lines of fighting COVID-19.
Well, one of the things, our church, since we've been here for 38 years, has always been a church that's patterned itself between a story in the Bible of Martha and Mary. And it's the house of a young man we all know about probably called Lazarus, who was raised from the dead. And Martha and Mary had two unique expressions. Mary was often found at the feet of Jesus, being a worshiper and a lover of Christ. And then Martha was always busy in the kitchen. She was always fixing food and preparing a meal for this one that was there, the Savior, the Messiah, Jesus himself. And so what we did is, when it first came, took on that heart and that attitude. We love to worship and sing and be in the house of God, but we also know that there's a humanity to Christ. He was the Son of Man as well as the Son of Christ, a Son of God. And so because of that, we have been feeding people for the last 30-some years, almost 35 years now. And we move a large volume of food through our program called A Can Make a Difference. And right now we're feeding 40,000 families a month. That's about 10,000 families every single week. And it's increased so much. And right now we have food coming in from Chick-fil-A, Longhorn, Wegmans, 240 pounds of chicken from Holly Poultry, and 250 pounds from food from Wawa, and 310 pounds from Sunbelt. So we've been doing this, though, every day. This is not new to us, right, but it has sure increased. During Hurricane Sandy that hit New York, we were able to put 10 tractor trailer loads up there before the FEMA operation could begin. And during Hurricane Katrina,
this is exactly what a church should be, is serving the community outside of just the walls of the church. And I know that you also have a book that we can use to help us in our everyday life right now, especially if we're feeling like this is a trying time for us.
Yes, I do. And this book is a great book that God really opened my heart to see some things. And I'm going to put a little shot of it right there. And I'd like to give it away to all those that are going to hear this, and those that might even tune in at 11 o'clock on Sunday to watch the production Living Proof. We'd like to be able to get it out to you. It might take us a little time because the mails are slow, but we want to offer it to you for free because it's a book about that very period of time of the resurrection and the death and the resurrection of Christ. It's called The Bribe of Great Price. The bribe, because what happened was the guards were suddenly awakened out of their sleep to find that the tomb was empty. And when they realized it, they rushed to the high priest. And what happened was they paid him money under the table to keep it quiet. I know I and many other listeners and viewers, they're living proof that Jesus is alive.
All right, Bishop, thank you so much for sharing that testimony with us and sharing what your church is doing. And again, you can watch this production of Living Proof right here on WMAR Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Bishop, thank you for being with us, and we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.